All right, here we go with the last, no, it's not the last, the second to last video in this series of videos that I'm preparing for you for YouTube. I'm Yanetta Spring, and this is your mental health and wellness video. The first series, we're covering like just all of the elements of getting started in therapy. So this video would be 3 tips to remember once you get started. So we went over 10 signs that it may be time for you to seek therapy. We've talked about 5 ways to find a therapist that's right for you. This one is 3 tips to remember once you get started, because the work is not over once you find a therapist and once you schedule that appointment. Oh, no, the work has just begun, my love. The work has just begun. So I want to offer you all some things to keep in mind once you start therapy, okay? All right, here we go. Number 1 is be honest. Okay? Be honest. I'm going to read this just the way I have it because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. There's no need in coming out of your comfort zone if you're going to remain comfortable. Okay? Challenge yourself to be transparent. So I'm going to say that again. There is no need in coming out of your comfort zone if you're going to remain comfortable. Listen, starting therapy alone is something that's very uncomfortable for a lot of people. So if you push yourself this far to start therapy, now is not the time to get back into your shell. And if you need to get back into your shell, know that it's okay. We are trained to work through that. But I also want you to encourage you to be transparent. It does not benefit anyone to come in a session and to lie the whole time you in this session. It's wasting everybody's time if you in here lying. So I understand that there are certain things that you may or may not feel comfortable with, or that you may feel judged if you say out loud, and that's completely understandable. There is no judgment here, but I just want to encourage you to be honest. Therapy is a safe space, okay? Therapy is a safe space where you can say the things that you may have not been comfortable saying outside of these walls, or you could talk about people that you've been wanting to talk about, but you feel bad, or you feel like like a horrible person if you say something negative about someone. This is a space where it is okay. Therapy is completely confidential. Now, there are some reasons why confidentiality has to be breached, and that is if safety is an issue. So if you're saying you want to harm yourself, then we got to keep you safe. We have to keep you here. It is our goal to keep you alive. So if you're a harm to yourself, then confidentiality is null and void, okay? If you are a harm to someone else, or if you stated that you want to hurt or harm someone else, then confidentiality is null and void, because we want to make sure that not only you are safe, but the people around you are safe. And if you're reporting like the abuse of someone else, as far as like an elder or a child, then those things we cannot keep confidential, y'all. So being aware of that, like, oh no, you said everything was, no. If safety is an issue, then confidentiality is no. Okay? So be honest, okay? Be honest. That is the very first thing, all right? So, all right. It's okay to choose another therapist. I said it, and I'll say it again. It is okay to choose another therapist. I know you did a lot of work. I know you did your research. I know you did background checks. I know you took social security numbers and fingerprints and everything else to make sure that this was the right person for you. But if you get in that room and it's off, and you don't feel the connection, and you feel like this just is not working, and you've tried at least 2 to 3 sessions coming in and opening up, and something is not clicking, and you don't feel like it's a good fit, it is okay to choose another therapist, okay? You're not marrying the first person you sit down in a therapeutic setting with, okay? And even if you're married, some people get divorced, okay? So I want you to know that it just kind of taking some of the pressure off that this has to be a good fit, because sometimes it's not. And sometimes having a therapeutic experience and having a therapist that's not a good fit kind of helps you know, like, I don't like that. I would rather talk to this person. So some people prefer, like, I have nothing but women in my life and I want to have a male therapist, because not for anything creepy, like I just want to hear a male perspective, or I want to talk with a male, you know. That could be a reason. Or I have tons of males around me and I want to talk to a female. Like, that's an okay reason to have a therapist. It's your choice. I want to have somebody that looks like me, or somebody that I feel can identify with my culture or with my struggle. I want to have someone that I can just speak my native tongue with. I want to have someone that I can speak my language with, and I don't have to, you know, get an interpreter or whatever the case may be. So, or feel like I have to interpret my thoughts. So, knowing that it is okay if it's not a good fit the first time around. Don't discount it and make it like, okay, it wasn't a good fit, therapy isn't right for me, I'm done. Please don't do that, y'all. Find your fit, okay? There is someone. I personally believe that there is someone out there for everyone. And if there's a need that you have, then there's someone who would love to work with you, okay? So just know that you may not find the right person the very first time. Or, you know what? You may have a therapist that you're currently working with and you've kind of grown. You've evolved. And it's time for you to find someone else to work with. I personally feel like therapists can only get you to a certain point. And once you're at that point, there may be somebody else to get you, you know, further in your journey. And that's completely okay. Have a conversation with your therapist about it. You know, we're skilled, we're trained. Our feelings may get hurt, but we okay. It'll be fine. You know, but more than likely it wouldn't be an issue where, you know, you would be hurt by that or whatever the case may be. But know that it's okay to choose another therapist, okay? And all right, so number 3, this is a quick one, y'all. Change takes time. Okay? I was just looking at my imaginary watch and the clock on the wall. So change takes time. It is a process, all right? One thing I always say is you did not arrive in this space that you're in overnight, okay? You didn't get here overnight. So having the expectation that all of your issues will be resolved overnight or after 2 or 3 sessions or after a month of therapy, then you should be fine, is not realistic, okay? More than likely, the place that you're in right now in your life is just because of a sequence of various events that have happened throughout your life. So it's very important for you to be kind to yourself, for you to be gentle with yourself, for you to offer yourself compassion, and know that if in 30 years of my life I am now in this space, I cannot necessarily feel like after 3 sessions that everything is going to be resolved and then I'm going to be fine and I can just live my best life. Hey, for some people that may happen. But if it doesn't happen for you, know that it's okay. And know that change is possible, and know that you can attain the place that you want to be, and that change is attainable, but it's a process, y'all. And I can't put a stamp on your process date, you know? That's just something that we discover as we're going along in this process, okay? So being gentle with yourself, being kind with yourself, offering yourself compassion, and knowing that change takes time. All right, so those are 3 things to consider once you start therapy. And I feel like there's something else that I am missing. Ooh, and it's for another video, so I won't do it on here. But you all have an amazing day. Feel free to subscribe to this page. Feel free to like, share, and follow this video. If you know someone that's been contemplating therapy, or that's in therapy, or went to therapy one time and said, nah, that ain't gonna work for me, share this video with them. This is all about breaking the stigma connected to therapy and also getting the people that need help the help that they need. So, hope you like this video. I'm enjoying this, y'all. Y'all are cool. All right. I'll catch up with you next time. Bye. Let me get my clicker. I got a clicker. Boop. Boop. It's not working.